Hi, I'm here at the Herr's factory in Nottingham, Pennsylvania. I'm about to go on the factory tour, and I'm here with three folks who work for Herr's Potato Chips.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Rigo, Public Relations Manager for Herr's.
I'm Sarah, and I'm the tour guide.
My name is Hansley Thomas. I'm our Community Marketing Specialist.
To give you a little history of how potato chips were created, George Crumb made the first potato chips, and they were actually created by accident. George was a chef in a restaurant in Saratoga, New York, and his customer was asking for French fries, and he wanted them cut very thin, and he kept sending them back, and George got really aggravated and said, "I'll fix them," and he cut them really, really paper thin, and there's how the first potato chip was invented in 1853. Herr's now has an 1853 kettle chip, cooked the old-fashioned way, so it's crispy and crunchy and still has the potato skins on it. You can find those in 4 different flavors in Kmart and in local stores, and they are called the 1853 kettle chip, reminiscing of George Crumb inventing that potato chip. Here at Herr's, our history started in 1946. Mr. Herr purchased a small company for $1,700, and he would make potato chips in a big black iron kettle, make the chips all day, weigh them and bag them, and then he'd put them into little containers, and he'd go door to door selling those potato chips after he made them each evening. On the Saturdays, he would go to a farmer's market and sell those potato chips in the big tubs. In 1951, the building they were using to make potato chips caught on fire, and that's when they moved to Nottingham, so they would be closer to the church that they helped start, which is Mount Vernon Mennonite Church. We've been in Nottingham since 1951, and we've had 3 different office buildings here. The one right beside us to your right is the first office building in the 60s. There's one behind you that we opened in the 70s, and one across the road is our corporate offices now that we opened in 1989. Herr's has about 1,400 employees and is still family-owned today by the Herr family.
Okay, Sarah, could you tell me what the heck is going on in this room here?
Alright, well this room is where we're making our potato chips. We use 2 different kinds of potatoes. We use an Atlantic and Snowden potato, and we get them all up and down the East Coast. And we get about 10 to 12 tractor trail loads here each and every day, and each of those trailers hold between 40 and 50,000 pounds. And the way that we unload the trucks is actually the best part. Here we just have a picture to show you.
Okay.
We take the truck and put it on a hydraulic lift.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to lift it straight into the air for us, so the potatoes will simply roll on a conveyor belts and be taken right down into the basements. So once they're in the basements, this is where they're all washed, peeled, sorted out, and that's where you see them coming up from the basements below. They're going to go into this room and fall down into our slicers.
I can see it's right around here, it looks like. Okay.
And we get about 20 slices out of every inch of potato, and it takes around 4 pounds of potatoes just to make 1 pound of our potato chips.
Yeah.
The reason for that, the potato is mostly water and starch, so we slice it really thin, puts a lot of that extra weight. That's why you can see here around the machines, that white powder, that is all the starch from the potatoes.
Oh, okay.
So then we'll rinse those potatoes off to take out some of that starch. They'll go into our fryers, and they're fried in cottonseed solution of corn oil for about 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. Are these down here the fryers?
Yes.
Like down here? Okay. Maybe we could take a look at that.
The hallway.
Okay.
Just keep following down. The chips will come here, out at the end. So these chips are all done, ready to get their salt put on them. And the salt that we use is very fine. It's called a dendritic salt. We get it from the Morton Company. Once the salt is on top, they again come down here. And this machine here with the bright light, this is an off-the-sort system. It's actually a scanner. It's scanning all the chips for us, so if it finds any green or brown chips, it will take a puff of air, shoot the chip off the line for us without disturbing any of the other chips around it.
Oh.
So the machine isn't perfect. You may get green or brown chips in your bag every once in a while. You can eat them though, they're very safe. The green ones just mean that potato grew too close to our surface, got a little sunburn on it. And then with the brown chips, there was just a high sugar content in the potato, so we dropped some hot oil and simply caramelized and got burned.
Okay. How long ago was this machine with the bright light and the puffs of air invented?
Oh,
I mean, has it been in, like, the same kind of technology in use for a while here?
About 15 years.
Okay. Now, is hers, like, is this machine, like, unique to hers, or is this also done in other potato chip ones?
I've seen them in other facilities.
Okay.
So, we're not the only ones with this technology. Alright, well, this is the part of the tour. It's the best part. I'm going to go in and get some hot potato chips. So I'll be right back.
Okay, cool.
You would like.
Awesome.
This is the best.
So this is the sizer, and it's inside this room, and Sarah's going to talk a little bit about what this does. It's right up here. That's the sizer.
Now this machine is going to do exactly what it's called. It's going to size out the chips for us. It'll take the small chips, put them into small bags, and then the large chips go into larger bags.
Okay.
We package everything here by weight, not by quantity. So when you open up a small bag, you're going to have a nice handful of chips instead of 2 or 3 large ones.
Could you tell me what's going on in here, Sarah?
This is where we're packaging all of our potato chips that you saw being made. They're going to go into the round scales here on the platform. They're packaged just the same way you saw with pretzels. Everything gets weighed out, drops into the bag right below the machine. And you can actually see the bags going up small conveyor belts here in the middle into the white machines in front of us.
Okay.
The white machines are our boxing machines. They'll put all of the bags into the boxes for us. And once they're inside, below us right here, we have some employees. It's their job to go through the box by hand, make sure there's the right amount of bags in each box. If they find anything wrong with the bag, they remove it. So they'll check them visually for us. And then down here in the left corner, there's a machine with a red green light on top. This is an x-ray machine. It's going to take a picture of each and every box for us, and if it finds anything in a box that's more dense than the product itself, enough to a half a dime size small, it'll just move the box off to the side for us, so the employee from quality assurance comes around, and they find the bag that has it.
Okay, could you tell me a little bit about your distribution?
Well, what we do here is these boxes will go up into our warehouse. From there, they'll then be shipped to one of our sales branches. We have 5 different zones. And what we'll do is those sales branches send out trucks every day to each store. And we actually do that in the states of, we go as far north as New York, as far south as northern North Carolina, and as far west as Ohio. And then on a national level, we actually do several in and out programs with national chain stores such as a Walmart or a Kmart.